What's going on, everybody? Hey, this is your boy JC from JC Eagles Talk, and tonight I have a special guest with me. He's a super fan. He was literally at the joint practice yesterday, so we about to pick his brain. So let me introduce you to my man, the Hitman. Let him know about you, Hitman.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for inviting me to the show, JC. Well, I'm born and raised in the Bronx, New York. Everybody get a good laugh how I'm a New York fan and I'm a Yankees fan and an Eagles fan. And the way I became an Eagles fan is basically playing a video game. I don't know if you remember Tecmo Bowl. So back in the mid '90s, I was looking for a scrambling quarterback. So I picked Randall Cunningham. And I'm looking for a good defense, and Reggie White and Eric Allen and stuff. So those are my favorite players growing up. And I've been a fan ever since. And I'm a season ticket holder. Okay. And I go to many games. I love traveling and stuff. But Eagles, I live for the Eagles. I bleed it like every day, like all crazy Eagle fans.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, and we have a tradition on this show. We can't get started without playing the Eagle National Anthem. Yes, here we go. See, I'm telling you right now. Look, if you were down and you had a long day at work, this song right here should lift up your spirits. All right. So we about to get into it. About to talk about the Eagles. About to talk about what you saw yesterday at open practice, at the joint practice and stuff like that. And we're going to talk about some stuff that happened today. So this is going to lead us right into it. Jalen Reagor. So just based on what you saw yesterday, what is your take on Jalen Reagor?
Reagor, his confidence is very high right now. It's I would say Smith and Slade, they've been motivating him and pumping him up. Coach, he got on his case and stuff, and ever since that day he got on his case, he's been a wrecking crew. He's been going at it, and this is the best I ever seen him play since he came in the league and stuff. And I think he's going to be a big surprise this year.
I mean, look, just off today alone, I know yesterday was Watkins Day, but today was Jalen Reagor Day. Seriously, this catch that he's making, for some odd reason, it seems like with every practice that he's getting more confident. Ever since Nick Sirianni got into him, he's been a different guy. I mean, do you think that he could be that number one draft pick that we thought that he was going to be last year?
The same way everybody's talking about Hurts is saying with Reagor. They didn't know with the COVID restrictions last year. Nobody had the reps, so they're getting the reps now, and I honestly think he's going to perform. You're going to see a different player this year.
All right. Hey, so now Watkins. You saw Watkins yesterday.
Yes.
What is your take on him? Is he as good as everybody think, or seen the little highlights, or what? Because we can't see everything. So tell us about Watkins a little bit.
He worked on his. Okay, so I compare honestly. Last year, he was horrible. He was a horrible route running last year. What I noticed, besides route running, his second gear, it's lethal. So he had the secondary. I forgot who was there. I forgot who was playing against him, but his second gear, his cuts.
Jackson, I think it is Jackson.
It was Jackson. Yeah. He got him. He was just cooking him. He cooked him a couple of times actually. But he's definitely another player. Could be a comeback player. Yeah, you never know. it's going to be interesting to see.
Okay, so if you look within the division right now, with Watkins, Reagor, and Smith, within the division, where would you rank these guys, like as wide receiver triplets now? Like, Dallas, Giants, Redskins, like where would you rank our Philadelphia Eagle wide receiver core with those three? If there are the three to start, where would you rank them?
Wow. By team, I would say the Eagles would probably be right now. I would say three. The only reason why is because we still got to see Hurts play well at quarterback. They kind of got it. The other guys are kind of experienced, and the only reason why I'm putting them there because the Cowboys. I don't know the situation with Dak. If he's hurt or not. So they should be one, but they might not be one because if Dak is not quarterbacking all the way he should. So there's a case Eagles could be actually two. You know what I mean? So it all depends the quarterback play. But right now I would say the Eagles are probably like three in the division.
Okay, all right. Look, I like it. Look, I'll take it. You know why? Because we don't have no target quarterback this year. Going into the season this year, I feel like that offense, defense, every player, even Nick Sirianni, they're all playing free. Like there's no pressure because nobody expected Philadelphia to do anything this year anyway. We got picked to win 3 games. 3 games to be the worst team in the division. It is what it is. Like Jalen Hurts wasn't even ranked in the top 32. He was the 40th quarterback according to PFF when there's only 32 teams. So I feel like with that being said, him playing free and him starting to gain, the confidence in his wide receivers and his tight end, and this is his proven year. So I feel like that they all gonna go out and ball. Reagor got something to prove. Smith got something to prove. Watkins got something to prove. Hurts got something to prove. Ertz got something to prove because he's playing for a contract.
Yeah, he's playing for a contract. He got the rent is due.
The whole team. It's the whole team. Mm-hmm. The whole team is playing for something. But what got you excited yesterday just watching this team, like their potential? Like where could they go?
Well, the coach, he's pumping up the players. That I saw that. But most important, when you see other players pumping up everybody else, that's when you know they're really into it. And like I said, like past practice I went to, there's a few there and there, but this was a different though. The team is really they want everybody to succeed, and I saw a big difference in that. From past years. And like I said, it's all about culture. And like I said, everybody has reps now. Like I think last year didn't count, but it was such an odd year last year. And to see everybody having more reps now and like spending more time together, that's going to make a big difference.
Look, I believe about that new coach energy.
Yes,
all these coaches came to the Eagles being basically underdogs. Nobody wanted to hire Nick Sirianni. Like, who was he? I mean, he was only offensive coordinator. And then just based on his press conference, everybody really did not want to hire him because he sounded like a fool, the rock scissors and all that stuff. But I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles, from players, coaches, fans, they're blue-collar people. They're hardworking. They out there to prove you wrong every time. So I really feel like that with the new coach energy, with the underdog mindset, hopefully this year, the Philadelphia Eagles are always known to finish strong and start slow. So hopefully this year, by being underdogs from the jump, we could punch some people in the mouth, surprise them a little bit. I mean, like, how do you feel about us being underdogs? And do you feel, it is what it is?
Obviously, they're always underdogs, but I'm gonna tell you right now, they're gonna beat either the Bucs or the Chiefs. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna beat one of those teams. Honestly, I think they could beat the Chiefs.
Man, I said the Bucs
because if you could run the ball, you could beat the Chiefs. You know what I mean? So as long as you run the ball and that time the clock is moving, you have a shot to beat those like powerhouse teams.
Okay. Look, I'm going to a Thursday night Bucks game for a reason because I feel like that they could catch the Bucks slipping a little bit because it's a short week.
Yes.
The Bucks have the Dolphins that Sunday, which is not going to be an easy win because the Dolphins have a great defense now. They led the league and takeaways last year.
Yes.
So their defense, it's going to be a short week, and then they have to fly to Philly Thursday night under the bright lights. We might be in all black, and we barely lose in all black.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like 2 years ago when we went to Green Bay and beat Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay Packers at Green Bay, a Thursday night game.
I actually went to that game. That was a great experience. You ever been to Lambeau Field?
Nope.
Oh, never. You got to go one day.
Yeah. Look, I wish I could, man. I'm always down to go into every Eagles game. I just can't afford it. So we'll see one day. Maybe one day I will. But look, I'm saying right now, I really feel like that the first 6 games, the first Eagles 6 games, is the hardest ones to me. That's the hardest stretch. But if we go 3-3, those first 6 games, I feel like that we could easily beat everybody else. Yeah, we might slip up every now and then because the Philadelphia Eagles are known to beat teams that they're not supposed to beat and lose to teams they're not supposed to lose to, like Miami a couple years ago, like a shootout, and all Cincinnati Bengals last year. So, but I feel like that we could beat the first 6 games. If we split 3-3, it's looking good. It's looking good for the rest of the season. So what's your record prediction for the first 6 games? Well, we have Atlanta first, San Fran, I believe Carolina, then the Chiefs, then Dallas. Matter of fact, it's Atlanta, San Fran, Dallas, and then Kansas City, and then I think the Panthers, and then the Chiefs, and week 6 the Bucks. Flip that, the Bucks. But how do you see our schedule shaping out the first 6 games?
You know what? If you told me they go 3-3, I would take it. But honestly, if they could go 4-2, I'd be more happier.
Yes, sir. Hey.
But 3-3 is actually I can say that's actually doable. That anything worse than that, then I will be surprised, to be honest with you. But 3-3, if that happened, I think most fans will take that.
Okay, look, I like it. Quest, he's at it again. Period. All day today. There's been report that he's been beating up his old teammates. Quest dusted his old friend Jalen Mills this time. He was taunting him, making fun of him, just like, what is going on with Quest, man? Is he fighting for the number 1 position? Like, is he the guy? Is he the guy over Smith right now?
Slade, I think, really helped him. Like him going against Slade daily, I think his confidence is just crazy, and his second gear, I don't think it's not too many fast cornerbacks that could probably keep up with him. He looked like he's very motivated. I think Quiz is definitely well, I would say secret weapon, but everybody knows now that he's ready. But the interesting thing is it better for him to be the number 2, let's just say, or be in a slot like him and Reagor? Both of them got speed, obviously, but it's going to be interesting to see how that works out and stuff, because my thing is, who's the better route runner? And so far, still, I would say I actually would give it to the Quest. So depending on who's the better route runner, that's how I think they're going to make the decision who's going to be the number 2 or slot.
Okay, I would love Reagor to play the slot.
Okay.
That's just my opinion, because I feel like on the outside you need some dogs.
Yes.
You need some some speed to open up the middle for you. Like double covers on each side, and then you got Reagor underneath, Goddard, Zach Ertz. So I would prefer that Reagor be in a slot, but if not, then look. So far, the past couple of days, I'm not going to say the whole, training camp, but the past couple of days has brought something out of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
So do you think, as good as we've been hearing all this offense is doing, defense is doing, do you think it's really the Eagles or the Patriots really not showing anything?
Honestly, I don't think the Patriots are that good. To be honest with you, they look slow out there. It's like normally Belichick's teams is like they always prepared.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see it more in the preseason to see how, but it looked like they look slow. And like Cam is not the same quarterback no more. Obviously, Mac Jones is probably going to be quarterbacking by week 3, 4. I don't know, but it's going to be. Yeah, it's just I don't. It's something about it. It just they don't look like the move like they always prepared. They don't look prepared. You know.
So you think is the quarterback or just the Patriots as a whole that they like? All right, I mean this is we getting old, we getting tired of winning. I mean, you're just not motivated no more. So or is it the quarterback situation that's hurting them?
I think it's probably most likely the quarterback position most likely.
Damn, I love Cam, man. Yo, I like Cam. Yo, I want to see him bench. Yo, I want to see him get an opportunity with this squad. You know, last year he suffered through the worst Patriots offense and defense I've seen. So at least I want to see him get an opportunity with this new, set of weapons. He got the tight ends and the wide receivers and all this stuff. But hey, we'll see. We will see. Where is Fulgham? Because this is the mystery right now. Where is Fulgham? Yeah, this is Reagor, but where's Fulgham? Like his misses, his MIA.
He's missing. You're right. He's missing in action, and I don't know. As he had a good run last year, and you know what? As long as he's ready, when he's ready to be called on and stuff, and he's making the catches. Same thing with Ward. See. I was like, Ward obviously had the most catches in last year, so obviously he's going to drop in the depth chart. But he's I would say,
see, that's him right there. I see him practicing.
Yeah,
I don't hear his name.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be interesting to see where they put him at, and then also Ward because. If Reagor and Quez, if they keep on playing where they're playing, those two ain't going to be really seeing any playing time as much. But Ward and Fogman, maybe maybe in the red zone, maybe you might see them maybe every once in a while, but I can't see them going higher than Quez or Reagor. I can't see them. I can't see it. Obviously, unless unfortunately if an injury happened, obviously. But
okay, well, so do you think? So who do you think will make the roster? I mean, the final cut. As wide receivers, who do you think? I mean, is Fulgham gonna make it? Because he's been MIA. Ward, we ain't hear nothing from him. But obviously, I mean, besides the 3 guys I mentioned, Hightower. He hurt somewhere on the bench.
Hightower is not going to make it, and Ward is going to make it because he plays special teams. If players don't play, they need players that play special teams. That's another reason why I know Ward is definitely going to make it. Who else on this? Was it JJ?
Oh, JJ! Oh shoot! How dare I forget to mention JJ?
Well, I think this is his final year, right?
This is, I believe, this is probably his 4th. This is the year I think that they had to pick on the 5th year option or not.
Okay.
So he still got some time.
Well, definitely Hightower was definitely out, but JJ will probably be the next one, but they might figure a way. So how many receivers? Let me see. So Smith, Reagor, Quez, Ward, Fulgham. So that's 5.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting. They still got time, So we'll see. Things happen. Like I said, you need players to play special teams. So depending on how they round that out, that's how it's most likely it's gonna happen. Who plays? Oh, who gets cut or not?
Yeah, I mean, look, even today I heard more about JJ than Fulgham. I've heard JJ made some nice catches today. He caught a touchdown today. I mean,
heard that.
it seems like that the only time he shows up is in the red zone. Like he's a big body wide receiver, so he liked to jump balls and stuff like that. So if we could keep him on the roster just for the red zone, I'd be okay with it. Like I really would, because if we have him at the red zone and Goddard Hurts, depending on what packages you running and stuff like that. So, but I like Fulgham. I really want Fulgham to start showing up this upcoming preseason game on Thursday night. We will see, but I haven't heard anything about him. Like the whole training camp, it's been Smith, Hurts, JJ. He's the third best player on our team. Like you wouldn't know that nobody else was on the team besides Smith, Hurts, and JJ, because nobody else was being talked about besides those three guys, and JJ was one that was trending.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, we'll see what's going on. All right, so. What did you think about Jalen Hurts yesterday when you was watching him live?
I'll tell you that he's improving. And first one there, last one to leave. He was to practice more with receivers after practice. He looks good, and I think, like I said, it's the reps. If he's getting the reps, and he's been practicing a lot, for a few months now and stuff. On his own time with the receivers. He's ready to he want to get paid. He's trying to improve himself every day. Hurts is ready. I think he's ready to play for us.
So all right. So your gut feeling. I mean, your gut feeling is what will happen to Jalen Hurts? I mean, the whole offseason is the whole Watson trade talk and all this stuff right here. What is your gut feeling telling you? And since you saw him yesterday around the team, around the team itself and the players, what do you think is going to happen? Because obviously, just based on the statement I just put up, they began to see Hurts as their franchise quarterback. This is the guy we're going to move forward with. So, I mean, I can't see what's going on the field, how the players interact with him, react to him, or how he command the team or anything like that. But you saw a little glimpse of it. Just tell us about that.
So my thing is, Hurts, he already experienced so much, from college, from Oklahoma and Alabama and stuff. He wasn't the guy, then he's the guy. He had to switch to schools. The situation with him and Wentz. Every time you think this guy's down, what I'm saying? He like I said, he doesn't get upset. What I'm saying? He knows he has skill, he has talent. He just puts the reps in every day. And I honestly, he's gonna be a starting quarterback. They're not gonna trade him. You think the fans are crazy? They're really gonna run Howie out of town if that happens. He's gonna be a star. I'm confident. He's going to be a franchise quarterback. I'm confident he's ready to go.
Look, I love Jalen Hurts. I mean, I didn't agree with the pick. Nobody agreed with the pick. I don't care what any Eagle fan is going to say today. Last year, when we drafted him, nobody agreed with the pick at the position that we picked him. Now, I believe that it was the right pick right now. You know what I mean? Hindsight. This was a great pick. Because he reminded me of a natural born leader. Like you said, he played at Alabama, got benched, he never complained. Tua got hurt, came back in, won him a game, won him a championship. So, and then the following, and then he went to Oklahoma. He wasn't bitter and said, "Hey, I'm out to prove anything." He got the starting job and brought him into the playoffs, Heisman runner-up. So this guy been battle tested. He's literally been really battle tested because he played in the hardest conference and college football and still find ways to succeed. So with this whole rumor going around and Watson and stuff like that, I do believe that he will be our starting quarterback on week 1. So why won't Nick Sirianni name him the damn starting quarterback already and kill all this noise? What you thought on that?
You know what? I think this is his way of teaching young players. You know, and everybody keep on. Nothing's given to them. You know, so they just gonna keep on playing. Don't worry. Don't all that stuff on the outside is all noise. You know, so I think that he's trying to teach the young players. This if you just practice, get the reps in, do your job, you're gonna eventually you're gonna be the starter. He I guess he's trying to like just feel like he want to prove like he's in charge, and then he'll make when he's ready to say he's the starter. That's what he's gonna say. You know what I mean? So I guess this is his way of dealing with the media. That's what I take from it.
Or do you think that Howie is saying, hey, we're still trying to work something out here? Do not name him the starter yet in case tomorrow we get Deshaun Watson and now you don't put us in hot water.
Oh, I really hope they don't. If Howie, I'm not going to say he never did anything stupid. Come on, if you do, this doesn't make no sense. You don't, you got like basically you have teammates that used to play in college on the same team. It's like it doesn't even make sense to do that. You know, that everybody's, if you do like a poll, I guarantee you everybody wants Hurts. Nobody wants Watson. Like we don't want that nonsense. You know what I mean? We just don't want it. You know, if you figure, I thought from the last couple years we was like getting older, like as a team.
Mhm.
But if you look at it, we got a young team. We don't miss with some veterans, but sooner or later, you know what I'm saying? Kelsey's gonna retire. Johnson's gonna be out. If you get out, you're gonna see a lot of veterans start retiring eventually within let's say 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, so he ain't going. Hurts is all stuff. I'm confident. He's outside.
I'm confident too. But we know Howie Roseman. He's always thinking about some way to piss off the Philadelphia Eagle fans and then, come in and save us. Like, hey, look what I did. He put us in the 60-something million cap, cap hell. And then he got us out of it and got Eric Wilson, Harris, Kerrigan, Johnson, Nelson. How do you do that? Because he messed things up to fix it. So his job is always secured. So that's what I'm saying. He always thinking, and that's not a good thing. When Harry Roseman is thinking, that's not a good thing for the Philadelphia Eagles fans.
Also, it's 1 year. It's 1 year. If Hurts, let's just say Hurts plays horrible, you got draft picks next year. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could do anything next year. This year you can't do it. It doesn't make no sense. You know what I mean? It's like if because okay, the one mistake he did, and you can make the point, when they give that money to Wentz, they didn't have to give it to him. Like if you think about it, Wentz didn't prove anything. He had one solid year. So when you think about it, don't make you know what I'm saying? Don't make the trade like that. You don't need it. Honestly, are the Eagles gonna win this year? The Super Bowl. Think about it. You can honestly say that we can win the whole thing this year.
I mean, yes, we can. Look, every team that won the Super Bowl had need luck. Because to win a championship, you need some things to go your way. I mean, you need the Chiefs, right? Their offensive line happened to get hurt before the Super Bowl, and they couldn't stop the Bucs at all. They could, because their offensive line was not even the same throughout the whole year, and they beat the Bucs before. So I feel like that every championship, some way along the way, you need a couple balls to bounce your way in order to finish, to win the whole thing. So why not us?
So I agree with that, but if he makes that trade, as you're saying, we make the trade, Watson's going to win the Super Bowl next year. That's what I'm trying to. This year.
No, because we got to give pieces away.
Yeah, I know.
No. If we trade for Watson, our season, you might as well, just pack up for next year. Because I feel like if Joe Flacco got come in and play the first 8 games, because Watson will be suspended, I believe, regardless if he's found guilty or not, because you don't stain the NFL brand. Period. And we've seen, the Ray Rice, Peterson, Gregory. I mean, all these guys got suspended.
Sure.
regardless if they were found innocent or not. So the first 8 games, you want Watson and Mullins and Flacco to be your 2 guys? No, I mean the whole season will be over with. So because you will have to give up Hurts. There's no way you could trade for Watson.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And keep Hurts, but that's not happening. And then they might even ask for Smith or ask for 2-3 first-round picks, either current or future first-round picks. I mean, we're going to gut our team out because he's a 25-year-old. Watson is a 25-year-old Pro Bowl quarterback. And you don't get those for cheap.
You're right.
So
I still want to do it.
No, I would not do it. No, I won't do it. I would not do it at all. I would not do it at all. So I'm not saying that. The Philadelphia Eagles defense has been making a lot of noise, like especially in the red zone. I mean, I believe some stat today was like, hey, they had about 20 plays in the red zone and they could not score at all. The Patriots. So that's what I'm saying. Like, are they that bad, or are we just that good? Like,
It's both.
See, this is it right here. The Pats went 14 plays inside the 20 without scoring at all. Inside the 20.
That's crazy.
Like,
wow.
Yeah, 14 straight plays inside the red zone and no scores. So is it the Eagles defense that good, or are we overblown this whole thing because it's the Patriots too? If it was the Jets, people was like, oh my God, yo, it's just the Jets. But we are going against the Patriots. So and you know a Bill Belichick team is always prepared. So why could they not score? So I know you said that the Pats are not looking good this year, but I mean, is it our defense that dominant, or we just like calm down?
I say we have 2 lockdown corners, and like I told you before, Eric Wilson, he's a monster. I don't know what's up. Like his pursuit, he's with turnovers, either he making a turnover or assisting with a turnover. He's gonna be the difference on the defense. Like I said, if we ever had good linebacker play, that changed our defense big time. But we never had linebacker play. What do you think about it? So, the defense is definitely going to be dominating this year, in my opinion.
Yeah, look, I love our defensive front. I mean, we easily could be the top 3, because if healthy, Hargrave and Fletcher Cox in the middle.
Yes.
Who's more dominant besides Aaron Donald? Who's more dominant? Like that's only one guy, and now you got 2 guys, Hargrave and Cox.
Mm-hmm.
If they could play to their true potential, their top game,
yes,
there's no way the quarterback should have more than 5 seconds to, with the ball in his hand. As soon as that ball is snapped, if Fletcher Cox and Hargrave could push that pocket and collapse that pocket, there's no way. Within under 5 seconds, the quarterback will get the ball out of his hands. And that, either sack or tip passes and stuff like that. And then you got Barnett, yes, he's hurt, a little shoulder issue. I don't know how serious it is, but it seems like it's always the same shoulder every year. So that's a little concern, But now we got Sweat, Graham, Kerrigan, and we got Milton Williams. I mean, we got some dogs.
Yeah, we definitely do.
So I feel like that we could easily be a top 3.
You know what? From past year, I thought they compared to hopefully this year. Mm-hmm. I didn't think we had enough turnovers. Like I think this year we're going to create a lot of turnovers this year. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like last year we had between 47 to 49 sacks, I think, and without blitzing. So I mean, just based on what you saw a little bit, I mean, do you think the defense is like completely different from last year? Like
definitely. Like I said, we basically have 2 solid cornerbacks and a linebacker. Well, in past years, our defensive line, if healthy, we've always been good. But No, we never. You could say we actually had two solid cornerbacks and a linebacker. That's a game changer. So that's going to be big this year.
Yeah, I mean, look, I agree. So, who would your 3 starting linebackers be? Who's your
Definitely, obviously Wilson. I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Who's the other guy again? I'm sorry.
You got Wilson, Edward, Singleton, Bradley is in the mix. Even Kerrigan might play some.
Singleton and Edwards.
Yeah, I like it because I feel like that Edwards was our best run stopping linebacker last year. So, and then if JG could manage to figure out the perfect scheme, because I feel like with them practicing the 3-4, was you there at the practice when they was practicing the 3-4 or no?
Yes, I was there. Yes.
So, what did you think about the Eagles practicing 3-4 when we were a 4-3 team? Like, I mean, do you think that they're gonna go game by game or in-game adjustments?
So before we got Wilson, I was like, it's not going to work. But if you have Wilson, it would work. Just adding him on the team, he makes a difference.
Okay. And then Kerrigan too, because Kerrigan, that Kerrigan, he played 3-4 his whole career basically.
Yes, true.
So don't forget about him.
He didn't really. Did he play that much? I'm trying to remember.
Last year he played about 30% of the snaps.
Okay. So basically, you know why I keep him, because he needs to be healthy. That's why I forgot about him. He needs to be healthy. Yeah. But if he's healthy, he's gonna be good too.
Yeah. And last year, and the only reason why he didn't play more was because of they got some young bloods. Like the Washington defense had too much talent, so he could have played more. And he still had 5.5 sacks last year. He played 30% of the snap and still had 5.5 sacks, which will probably be the second or third on our team that played 90% of the snaps. So I'm excited to see this whole new defensive scheme. Like I want to see the 3-4, the 4-3, the blitz, the zone, like no stick defense. Hey, if a guy's getting beat, hey, help him out. Like switch it up. Don't be so stubborn and stick to something that's not working. So overall, I know you had concerns earlier because we were talking off air. So what do you think about our offense?
I think our offense is actually going to be good. If you learn basically the route running, so good route runners, Ertz, Goddard, and Smith. Those are probably our top 3 route runners. Derek's if you notice, what I noticed, Ertz was like he's talking to all the receivers also too, and they're learning different routes. How they looking back at the quarterback, you can see he's talking to them. I think passing game is going to be solid, and running game that's the one. If the running game is there, we're gonna be tough to beat. Definitely, I think it's about, like I said, the running game, offensive line, but Sanders. I want Sanders to have a breakout year. You know what I mean? Like, because he had last year, did he have like 4 or 5 breakout plays? But then what happened to the rest of the season? You know what I mean?
Well, because he didn't get the ball a lot. Because he could have the first half could be 80 yards. He done ran for 10 carries, 80 yards. And in the second half, Doug Peterson do not incorporate the run at all. So it was bad play calling. Yes, he had some drops last year against the Ravens in the end zone. He had a drop. So he had some drop issues. But at the same time, you was telling me off air how who would you put to start, Sanders or Gainwell? Just based on what you saw in practice.
Sanders is going to start. Ain't no way Gainwell will start. I'm sorry, there's no way. I'm hoping Sanders will improve the next few weeks, but Sanders is starting. From what I see, Gainwell looked better. I can't lie to you. He does look. He looked better. But Sanders, he got to. He's got to hold the ball. That's all. He hold the ball. He be okay.
Okay. All right. And you said you got concern about running game. Is because of Sanders or overall the running plays that you
Well, since this is a different coach now, I'm hoping he runs the ball more.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously we knew what Dougie P always does. He runs a little bit. He doesn't run it at all in the second half.
Yeah.
But Sanders, yeah, Sanders, he hold on to the ball. Stop the fumbles, stop the drops. The offense is going to be good.
All right. So how many running backs you think we're gonna end up keeping? Because we know that Kerryon Johnson got cut today. So if y'all didn't know, now you know. So
honestly, I think we'll keep 4. I think we keep 4 because Gainwell, special teams. Yeah, Gainwell could help in special teams too. So
yeah, return.
We'll keep 4 running backs.
All right, I think we might keep 5 because I think that Huntley will be that 5th running back we keep. But we'll see. I mean, we gotta get to 53 man and a heartbeat, like real fast. Like August 31st is the final 53 man roster has to be set. So we will see, but I'm excited. I'm excited for the season. I'm excited but on Thursday, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to watch the game. But what is your overall, like, how are you feeling, man? Like, as a Philadelphia Eagle fan, how are you feeling overall, just based on what you saw? What's your gut feeling saying? What's the ceiling for this team and the rock bottom for this team record prediction wise?
If they're healthy, they should win 10 games easy.
Easily.
If they're healthy, they will win 10 games. And honestly, even in their Super Bowl year, they wasn't healthy. So can we just get a year? Just have injuries happen, but we always get like drastic injuries. Like we can't.
Yes.
Teams every year, that win, they don't get drastic injuries. So if we can have a healthy season, and and the coach make good decisions, we should win 10 games easy. It really should. But if we have a bad season, if we 6 wins, that'll be terrible and stuff. The only way that could happen, in my opinion, is injuries and just bad play quality. Because the talent is there. That's what I'm saying. The talent is actually there. It's not like you could say we didn't, like last year. The reason why we didn't have talent because we had injuries and bad play calling.
Bad play calling. Yeah. Even without the talent, right? Even without the talent, we still could have beat the Ravens. Instead of going for 2, we could have kicked the field goal because we did get the ball back. But we had to score a touchdown. So the Pittsburgh, if freaking Jim Schwartz would take Nate Gary off, the one guy that scored 4 touchdowns, and Claypool, we probably could have won that game. So and then we were down, and then we fought back in every game. So I mean, even with lack of talent, it was just bad play calling on offense and defensive side. The Bengals, give your field goal guy a shot. Like this offseason, like Jake Elliott, I know he got an ankle injury now, but he's been kicking the ball. He has not been missing no field goals. I mean, because I feel like that he got his confidence back. I mean, I can say that for the whole team. The whole team seemed like that they are back. Their swag is back. Their confidence is back. So that new coach energy is real. If you didn't know now, you know that new coach energy is for real.
And also, I think now they have the reps now, and actually the fans are in the stadium now. They didn't have that last year. So that's a lot of things is being added on to create this better. The off season is better now. Season starts. Hopefully things will stay back to normal. So they should have a better season than they had last year.
All right. So your gut feeling, what would it take for Jalen Hurts to be the franchise quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles? So let's just say that we go 6-11. I mean, is he here next year or not? Or are we looking for another quarterback?
If he produces this year, he's our franchise quarterback. He has to produce this year. There's no doubt about it. Like he can't have a bad season. It's like it's not again. This guy has been under so much pressure in college. Honestly, he just gotta play ball. Don't worry about anything else, and just play ball. He'll be fine.
Look, I don't trust Howie, man.
You don't trust him?
I don't trust Howie, man. Howie make me nervous. Like if Howie wasn't here, I would have no problem saying, hell yeah. Look, hey, he goes 6-10. First season. And Carson Wentz went, I think, either 6-10 his or 6-10 his first season, I believe. And but he showed us that he was the guy. Like he saw potential. We just didn't have talent around him, his first year. And the second year we got, Alshon Jeffries and Smith and, Ajayi and Blunt and, and we put, talent around him. So I feel like if we go 6-10 this year, but he produces and it's not his fault.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Like, and it's not his fault. Like, he throws for 3,500 yards and, he have about 25 plus touchdown passing, So it's not his fault. But with how we see the exact same thing, because he might say, you know what, man, we need maybe a better quarterback would make us win more games.
The only way we go 6-10 and he plays well if we have drastic injuries. If that happens, then that's the only way we have a bad season. Because that wouldn't make sense. That really happens. But matter of fact, how many times it happened to Watson? He has a great season, and he had a bunch of injuries in the Texans.
Yeah,
and it's injuries. So if injuries, then you can't really say Hurts had a bad year, because injuries that'd be the only way it could stop the Eagles from winning. Just because it really be injuries.
Yeah, look, I love it, man. Hey, look, I appreciate you. Hey. All right, so we're about to wrap it up. But I need you to tell the fans exactly, about your tailgating and the vaccination rate that I didn't even know about the percentage for the Eagles and stuff like that. So, and then you could let them know where to find you at. I do have your Twitter handle up on the screen. So,
okay, so every Sunday I'm always tailgating. I always tailgate with my boys on 4th and John. Sometimes I tailgate with Green Legion. With the vaccination, it's going to be crazy. Like I know you already heard about the Raiders. They telling the fans you got to be 100% vaccinated to go into stadiums. I think that eventually that's going to be NFL, nationwide. Mm-hmm. So that could be the change in like how fans go to the games and stuff. So it's going to be because I'm a season ticket holder. So it's like I'm vaccinated. But let's say if I wasn't vaccinated, then can I break my contract and be like, I don't want to go to the game now because I don't want to get vaccinated? Like it's going to be so political when it comes to vaccination. So we'll see the next few weeks how the NFL is going to how they're going to do this, because believe me, I think a lot of teams are going to jump on board with this.
Yeah, and you said that the Eagles were 100% vaccinated.
No. I said the
Raiders,
the Falcons. The Falcons are 100% vaccinated. They're the first team of all sports to actually be fully vaccinated. Mm-hmm. They just announced it earlier today and stuff. So it's gonna be. I'm sure by the next few weeks, more teams is gonna start coming out, and they're gonna see who's actually vaccinated.
Yeah. I mean, look, this season is gonna be different.
Yeah.
Sure.
But when you come down, just let me know you're coming down. I'll tell you exactly where to go. Like I'm not, like I said, I'm not even sure exactly, even with the tailgate, how they're actually going to do it. So I'll find out more this Thursday when I go to the game and stuff, and what's allowed and what is allowed and stuff. So I'll definitely keep you posted with that.
Okay, look, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. Look, I mean, I love the whole insight, like. To get somebody that's actually at the practices and seeing something that I can't see and just reading tweets about it or seeing highlights about it, but you saw firsthand, and I appreciate you coming on here. Just keep it, 100 with us and let us know what's going on with the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, if for a guy that just went to join practice, hey, you sure calm, man. Yo, I be so hyped up still. I was like, yeah, yo, Jalen hurt. Yo, I be so hyped up.
So I went to who went with me? Gail went with me yesterday, and Breezy. They went with me yesterday, and my other friend Corey. And I know Gail went before, but Breezy and my friend Corey didn't win. Yeah, they was definitely excited. You know, that was my first time going, so I was like, okay, this is what happens. But the whole thing was different because with all the COVID restrictions, we couldn't like the only different was we couldn't meet the players like we used to and stuff. Like in the past years, they put us in a tent and meet the players and stuff. So that changed obviously due to COVID protocol and stuff. But it's actually a pretty fun experience and stuff. Yeah, one year, man. Yeah, you know, if I get you in town around a year, I'll definitely let you know. I'll try to
Man, just let me know. I'm 3 hours away, man. Just let me know. Hey, just let me know. I'm 3 hours away. I'll jump in my car and get down there ASAP, man. Just let me know. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, hey, look, I appreciate you. Hey, if y'all, like, hey, go check out my man, the Hitman 23. You know, I mean, he's a season ticket holder. He do tailgate, and sometimes he do have some tickets. You know, hey, if you need some tickets, sometimes he might find a way to get you some. So hey, but look, I appreciate everybody that's tuned in today. Hey, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all. I'm on the road to 500. The last time I checked, I was 9 away. Hey, your boy is almost halfway to 1K, and it's all because of y'all, man. All because of the fans. You know, I've been getting a lot of support from the Eagles, content creators, the Eagles fans. Look, there's no better fan base than the Philadelphia Eagles, point blank. I don't care what other people say or not. We travel. The Philadelphia Eagles, every away game is a home game because that's how much Philadelphia Eagle fans is always there. It's always like a home away from home game.
Yeah, there was let me tell you, what was it? The Rams when we go to California, Eagles they take over California like the Rams game. All Eagles fans, we take it over.
Yes.
Redskins, we take it over. Like we take over a lot of stadiums. We couldn't take over. We couldn't take over Seattle and the Chiefs though. Those fans, they're just like us. They go to the games.
Yeah. But yeah, so I love it, man. I can't wait for the season to start Thursday night. Hey, we play the Patriots. Hopefully, everything we heard this past couple of days, they show up on the field, or we gonna see exactly if Bill Belichick is really that genius and he played us. We're gonna see on Thursday night. But until then, hey, like always, you already know, go Birds.
Go Birds.